Okay, so it's like on April 30th, Mr. Garrett here was the guest of honor at the grand jury because they indicted him on five separate charges. And those are first degree felony, a burglary of a habitation with intent to commit a sexual offense, second degree felony of burglary of a habitation. So that's life on the first one, up to 20 years on the second one, a third degree felony kidnapping. It's up to 20 years on that one, third degree felony of assault, family violence, choking, and the other third degree felony. So we're looking at
this person involved.
50 years plus life on all of these as the punishment potential in these bad places. So obviously something we want to navigate here delicately. What today?
Your Honor, I'm sure Mr. Ham would like to speak with the victims on this and get a better idea of what offers going to be on it. I'm sure it's going to be I would think a pen time offer, but like to contact them, get a better idea of what exactly
It was 5 months have gone by. 5.5 months to be exact.
And Judge, to my understanding,
Yeah, we got to move quicker on these, especially these sorts of cases. These are treated by the law as priorities due to the nature of the case. But 5.5 months tomorrow.
I think we're gonna go and try to resolve it, Judge.
You got 2 weeks.
That's perfect. And we can make it
Okay.
work.
All right. And you were Aaron J. Kimball, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Present with Mr. Dusler, your attorney and the state's attorney. We have two cases here. And this is 25 CR 1025 and 25 CR 1026, two indictments. In each of these cases, does the defendant waive a formal reading of the indictments and the arraignments? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, sir.
Bear with us here, Mr. Kimball. In summary, 25 CR 1025 alleges that on or about July 6, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the third degree felony of obstruction or retaliation. And this looks like it involves threatening to harm another by assault in retaliation for the services of the victim who was a public servant, namely a Beaumont police officer. In 25 CR 1026, this goes on to also allege on or about July 6, 2025, you committed the offense of the third degree felony of harassment of a public servant. And it looks like it's the same complainant, the same victim. In one case, it's alleged that you threatened to harm him and his family. And in the second case, it looks like your saliva went onto the complainant, spitting somehow. So each of these are third degree felonies. Do you understand what you're charged with here?
Yes, sir.
The punishment range is the same on each case. You're facing no less than 2 nor more than 10 years confinement in prison, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
An agreement's been reached in these cases. You'd be pleading guilty and sentenced to 3 years, it looks like, in prison in both cases.
Yes,
And these would run concurrently. Is that your understanding of the plan?
sir.
If I follow these agreements in each of these in each case, and this is the plan in both cases, if I follow these agreements, you have no right of appeal of your cases. Do you understand?
You understand? Yes. Mm-hmm. And you say yes.
How do you plead in each of these cases? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is on your own free will and because you are indeed guilty of these offenses.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I show you in each of these cases what's going to be marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign those documents voluntarily, understand them, discuss them with your attorney? Are the contents true and correct? Okay, State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence without
No objection.
objection. we got a problem here. Look at Aaron.
It's a tablet.
I know it is. Yeah, yeah. Here's what here, Aaron, this is what we need to do. I'm gonna give this back to you and here, work with me. I gotta do this myself. Put this thing right up over it because if you put your hand over it, it erases it when you're writing your name. You've got AR, we just need to get the other two letters. See, just add the other, yeah. Because if you put your hand on it, it erases what you're doing for weird reason. We're getting new tablets, my God, but we can't get them fast enough.
Okay. Yeah. Just on that page, all right? Or-
Yeah, yeah, I think the others are good.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Don, what you doing?
I was trying to lose it. And you'd like to.
Yeah, that's good.
This tab, this file, which is a different one. You get the start one.
And the way you normally write your name is you put Aaron, don't you?
Yes,
That's
sir.
the way you write. It's like the president. He puts Donald.
Thank you.
25 CR 1026. Let me look at this real quick. Make sure we gotta do the same thing.
Okay.
And in fact, it's
I just feel I was having trouble with my own signature.
here.
Yes.
I think, Aaron, you're gonna have to write, looks like 3 different times, yeah,
Okay.
on that one
Okay, go
too.
ahead.
See, your letters didn't come out
That
of,
right
your
there.
AA comes out and then RON, but right on that, on that other
Yeah, you gonna
folder.
down a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay. More than.
God bless you. Powell,
Okay. I think that'll work.
that's not the only page.
Oh, it's on.
No,
Sorry.
go scroll to the next page. I think we've got 3 pages.
Okay. Okay, I just need an end on that one. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Now it doesn't want to advance, so it's but yeah, there it is. All right. I think we got it.
All right, so on each of these cases in 25 CR 1025, you understand fully what you're charged with, obstruction or retaliation on a public servant in 25 CR 1025, and harassment of a public servant in 25 CR 1026. These both were committed at or about the same time on or about July 6, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas. And each of these are 3rd-degree felonies, which carry with it no less than 2 nor more than 10 years confinement in prison, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed on each case. All of that, do you understand as being accurate? All right. The agreements in each of these cases, you would be pleading guilty, sentenced to 3 years in each of these cases. These shall run concurrently with each other. Is that your understanding of the agreements?
Yes, sir.
If I follow these agreements, sir, you have no right of appeal of your cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Gotta change this to 025. What are we gonna get in the pass?
They've been ordered, Judge, but
Was it
yeah.
snail? Snail's bringing it over?
Well, we'll check the tracking.
That's good on that. Send this back to me. It was in this one. It's
They're 20
25 CR 1025. Yeah, it came out, the 2 came out like a 7, and that's gonna, since it's running concurrently, we don't get the wrong case number. You gotta be put to the right case number so you get credit. Because it's 1026, not 1076. Right. In each of these cases, 25 CR 1025 and 1026, Mr. Kimball, you have pleaded guilty voluntarily to these 3rd-degree felonies. You were mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There was sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea in each of these cases from State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And I now find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in each of these 2 cases. I am following these agreements. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 3 years on each case, to run concurrently. Do you understand what has happened today, sir? All right, anything else to add?
No, sir.
That is it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Here it's in.
We now call 25 CR 1138, the state of Texas versus Gavin McMains. That's you, sir?
Sir.
Present. With Mr. Doodlefter, your attorney and the state's attorney, does the defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment and the arraignment? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, sir.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about May 27th, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the second-degree felony of robbery. Do you understand what you're charged with here?
Yes, sir.
If convicted of a second-degree felony, you face a term of not more than 20 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
An agreement has been reached in your case where you would be pleading guilty, not found guilty, placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation, which can be up to 10 years in length, fined $500. Is there a loss here?
That's what I'm looking at, Judge.
If there's a loss, you have to pay it back,
There
restitution.
was $800 worth of THC
Was there?
products taken. And
You know, you were there. Did you take something and keep it?
So like three things.
I know, but what were they?
THC vapes.
What's that?
THC.
Yeah, I know, but what is,
Vaping.
no, I'm talking about the value.
Oh, the
of
value.
those. I've,
He said 800.
According to the store owner clerk, they took approximately $800 worth of THC vape products and they destroyed a display which would cost about $700 to replace. So it's about $1,500 in restitution.
is that your understanding of what happened, sir?
Yes, sir.
So it looks like you're gonna have to pay $1,500 back as part of this probation. And if you fail on probation, your probation could be revoked. You could then be found guilty and sentenced up to 20 years in prison. You don't want that, right?
Yes, sir.
No. So just, and we're gonna put you on probation here for 10 years, but I'll shorten it to 1/3 of that if you do well.
Yes, sir.
You gotta do well,
Yes, sir.
but overwhelmingly, most of the people on probation do. So there's no reason you shouldn't be that way. All right. So you're looking at deferred or unadjudicated probation, up to 10 years, fined $500, ordered to pay restitution, $1,500
Yes.
to the complainant in this case, which is the person's name in the indictment.
Judge, since he's juvenile and certified, we'll waive the fine of the 500 so he can pay the restitution. Concentrate on that instead of the fine.
Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
They're already getting a break. If I follow this agreement, sir, you have no right of appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this second-degree felony of robbery, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily, that is on your own free will,
Yes, sir.
and because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you the mark of State's Exhibit 1 here. Did you sign this document? Understand it? Discuss it with your attorney, or the contents all true and correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence?
No, sir.
Without objection admitted. This states you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read it. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. Totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true, so help you God.
Glory to God.
State's Exhibit 1 made a part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is awaited
Yes.
here. Thank you for your prompt work from the probation officer. And I've got this wonderfully prepared probation order. If nothing further to add, I'm going to find in here, Mr. Gavin McMains, you are pleading guilty today voluntarily. You are mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty.
Yes, sir.
There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But what we're going to do is defer any finding of guilt so long as you follow these terms and conditions of probation that the probation officer is going to go over with you. Make sure you do. That's your lifeline. You won't be found guilty of a felony offense if you do that. You don't need a felony. You know how long a felony you have to carry for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir.
That's a long time. There will be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of probation, including you will pay restitution in the amount of $1,500 to the victim. You do that, and that goes a long way to getting your probation shortened, and you get rewarded for doing well.
Yes, sir.
Please see the probation office, do well, and then do better,
Yes, sir.
and put this behind you. And
Yes, sir.
okay,
You have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Lucky.
Thank you.